Good morning, students of 4 class. Assalamu alaikum. Okay, we are going to start our class 4th poem, A Night in June. Okay, we are going to start our next chapter number 2, unit number 1 of chapter number 2. This is a poem, A Night in June. A Night in June. First of all, students, you know that there are different types and kinds of writing in literature, like prose, poem. These are different. Like in prose, prose is an ordinary form of written language. Normally, every day speech is spoken in prose, and most people think and write in prose form. But here we are discussing, we are reading our poem. A poem is a collection of spoken words that expresses ideas or emotions in a powerful imaginative styles. Lines and stanzas can found in a poetry also. Okay, so here we are gonna start our first poem of this book, which is A Night in June. A Night in June. This poem is written by William Wordsworth. The writer is William Wordsworth. Okay, William Wordsworth was encouraged to read and memorize classic poetry from a very young age. He began to write his own poems when he was still a child. His poems became popular in his lifetime, and he was the poet laureate for the last 7 years of his life. Many of his poems are about experiencing the beauty of the natural world. So, this poem is also about the natural beauty. This poem is also about the natural beauty of this world. Okay, now we are going to start our reading of this poem. The sun has long been set. The stars are out by twos and threes. The little birds are piping yet. Among the bushes and trees there is a cuckoo and 1 or 2 thrushes, and a far off wind that rushes, and a sound of water that gushes, and the cuckoo's swearing cry fills all hollow of the sky. Okay, these words, you can see these words. Trees, these are the rhyming words. Same sound. Okay. Thrushes, rushes, same sound. Gushes. Cry, sky, same sound. Rhyming words are there. We use in this poem these rhyming words. Okay. And piping mean singing, whistling. There is another word here, thrushes. Thrushes is a type of bird. And in the next, rushes. Rushes is we do hurry. Okay. The next is gushes. Gushes mean flood, streams. So wherein superiority like that of a ruler. Hollow, empty. Okay. Okay, now what poet wanna say in this poem? In this poem, A Night in June, the poet Wordsworth describe about the beautiful night of summer in London. In June, the sun took long time to set. Okay, that time 2 or 3 stars are coming out. Little birds are chirping among the bushes. They are singing among the bushes and trees. 1 or 2 songbirds and a cuckoo are singing. A far off blowing wind and flowing water make sound. All the spaces of sky filled up by these beautiful things. Okay, students, we have read this poem. Now we are just cuckoos, a type of bird. These are the meanings. I'll share with you the pictures of these meanings so that you can copy it on your notebooks. Okay, you have to do your words meanings activity on your notebook. So I will share the pictures with you laterly on your WhatsApp groups. Okay, cuckoo, a type of bird. Gushes, pour. We already discussed here the meanings of all these things, all these words. So now we are. Let's see what you have understand about this poem. I'll ask some questions to you. Okay, student. Now you have to answer me about the questions. How are the stars appearing in the sky? How are the stars appearing in the sky? The stars are appearing by twos and threes. Okay. There is another question. Have the birds stopped their singing? The birds have not stopped their singing. They are piping yet. Where are the little birds? The little birds are among the bushes and trees. Question number D. What sounds can be heard? Little birds piping, a wind that is rushing, water that is gushing, and the cuckoo's sovereign cry can all be heard. Next question. What fills the sky? The cuckoo's cry fills the sky. What do you think the stars appear in a way described in the poem? They are appearing like this because although the sun has set, there is still light in the sky. As the sky gets darker, more stars become visible. Next is, why do you think the poet calls the cuckoo's cry savory? Tell me, students. The cuckoo's cry is loud enough to fill the sky and so seems superior to the other sounds. Okay, just check the next question. Answer the question about this line from the poem. The little birds are piping yet. This sentence mean, they have given you three options. The birds are little but they are piping. The birds are still piping even though it is late. The birds are piping but you have to mark tick here. Which statement is telling the meaning of this line? The little birds are piping yet. It means the birds are still piping even though it is late. So you have to tick this one. This is a correct meaning of this line. Next is, what time of day is it? It is evening. What time of day it is? It is evening. Next is, where are the birds piping? Among the bushes and trees. Among the bushes and trees. You have to do this activity on your book also. What kind of birds are mentioned in the poem? Little birds, a cuckoo and two thrushes. These are different, two thrushes, different kind of birds they have mentioned in this poem. So we are mentioning here. I'll share the pictures also with you. Okay, students, our next question is, note down the rhyming words in the poem. Okay, rhyming words are like set and yet. These are the rhyming words. Number one, we know the first one is set and yet. Okay. Number two is trees and threes. Threes and threes. Okay. Number three is thrushes. Rushes and gushes. And gushes. And the fourth one is cry, sky. That's it for today, students. You have to do all your work on your notebooks and books. I'll share the details in your WhatsApp group. Okay, that's it. Take care. Bye bye.